Hello guys, this is my next steps video, and today we are going to be doing smokes on Plaza. For our first smoke, look in between these two buildings, aim as high as you can, jump throw. If you do this right, the smoke will land in between the stairs that connect mid to A mid, so you'll be able to cross a lot easier and you don't have to worry about getting shot. Careful, remember to flash and nade, and I hope this helps you retake your sights faster and more efficiently. We will be moving on to our next smoke, which is a variation of the first.
Smoke grenade coming up!
Bounce the smoke off the wall to your left, because if you aim high, it'll go deeper into A mid, and this blocks off sniper sight from A, and this helps block off those really pesky long angles that it's really hard to counter when they're on these really close angles and behind cover. So hopefully this helps you take A mid faster. This is smoke from mid to A long, and this is very easy to take full A long control. It just gives you full A long control, and the opposition might try to nade the cubby and flash, so be aware of that. But this basically gives you free control for however long the smoke lasts, and it's highly effective in really getting control. Now to our next smoke, it will be a one-way in A mid. So as you can see, Plaza has a lot of these sort of windows. You can try to bounce the smoke onto these platforms like so, and this creates really cool one-ways that you can abuse. And yeah, from your opponent's perspective, you can barely see anything, and if you're on the leftmost corner, you'll have a humongous time advantage, and you can just spray any sort of aim and push. As a warning, if the opponents decide to flash early or they quickly push, you may not have enough time to throw this one melee, so be careful when using it. Our next smoke, we have a B long one way. Aim at this refrigerating or AC unit, or this sort of fan, and it will bounce on this ledge like so. And this creates an amazing one way that you can abuse. It's very difficult to counter. The best way to avoid this thing is just not peeking, so at least it'll kind of give you a sort of time. However this long smoke lasts, it'll give you that amount of time to delay a push for bringing in rotations. And in the best case scenario, you can get a frag or two before they stop pushing. Moving on to our next smoke, it is from mid all the way to double doors. Sometimes they have snipers and this little crack that you can see in double doors, and they hold mid from that. Align yourself at the base of these stairs like so, and by aiming at the top left of this sort of balcony structure and normal throwing, your smoke will land and conceal double doors. This is really helpful because first of all, you can set up a push and go into CT without having to worry about the double doors angle. And usually people play these this little opening, and they hold mid from this, so you can block this and you can push this camper, and you can either go into an A push or a B split. And yeah. Our next smoke is from house all the way to CT. It is risky to peek out and throw smoke like this, usually because when you have a sniper or even an AUG player at higher levels, they usually be able to get the pick. So you have to be careful, and this smoke allows you to smoke off CT without having to peek anything. Let it be known that you are pretty exposed, so be careful to clear everything before you throw the smoke. Wedge yourself into this corner like so. Aim at the middle of this window and raise your crosshair until halfway up this wall, and normal throw it. Make sure you're crouched while doing this. It'll bounce off that box and smoke CT. This is what it looks from your enemy's perspective, and if they try to peek out from the smoke, they're completely exposed and it's an easy pick. Another smoke for B long. This is another one where there's a bunch of ways that you can do, so try to get creative, guys, and let me know if you find any cool ones. I haven't seen really people use this back spot a lot, but you can use the head glitch here to hold off B long and hold house at the same time. Or apartments, it depends what you call it. Make sure you wedge yourself on another box so you can have 100% accuracy and you can actually see your opponent instead of just sliding off. Keep in mind that if you use this one too many times, they will start pre-filming, so get used to that. And you need someone else, one of your teammates preferably, to hold house, maybe from like sight. Another B-long one way, and if you aim like so, and then on this balcony, there's a lot of angles you can use from this, but if you jump from here and get on top of this little area underneath house, you can hold B-long, and this is extremely overpowered. You can stop basically every B-long push, and you get info on house. If you have flashes or a shotgun, you can easily get frags here. Finally, this is a execute for head glitch and CT. Make sure the head glitch is barely seen on your screen, and angle yourself by pushing yourself to the left wall. Aim in the middle between this pipe and wall, and aim like so up to this wooden beam. Normal throw it, and that will perfectly smoke off head glitch. There's a slight gap on the right side, so when you're dropping down, drop from the left window instead of the right. And when you pair this with the CT smoke, like as shown before, an amazing drop to quickly get sight. Be careful of the close angles though, those are still open. Please subscribe and like the video, and let me know what maps you want to see next. Until then, have a great day.